everyone, I am here today to talk to you about homeschooling your preschooler or toddler. I have two children. Izzy is 6 years old and Lailah is 3.5. I'm here to show you what I do with my 3-year-old. So honestly, there's really not much to it. Most of the literature that I have read, they say you really don't have to do much with your little ones. It's all very simple things and it doesn't sound like much, and if you're like me and you're like, I need this book for this and this book for this and this book for this, it's a little bit disconcerting because it's like, I don't think I'm doing enough with them. But honestly, they learn through everyday life, through play, through watching you, through reading books with you. I mean, it's just simple things like that. The biggest thing I can tell you with your preschoolers, toddlers, is intentionality. Do everything throughout your day with intention. When you're playing games with them, if they have toy cars, say, how many cars are there here, and you count together. And, you're going to start out just counting for them, and then they'll pick it up, and, they'll run away with it. Or you say, what color is this car? What color is this car? And you start teaching them colors in simple ways like that. Like the other day, my daughter told me, my 3-year-old, mind you, she wanted 20 grapes. So I wasn't about to count these grapes and give her 20. So I just put them in a bowl. She said, Mama, are there 20? And I said, well, let's count them. So we counted it out, and she counted along with me. It's just simple everyday life things like that that you can do. And I mean, that's really what they need at this age, is just playing, having fun, and just, spending time with you. That's really, really, really all they need. As my kids are growing up, when Izzy was, she wasn't even a year old yet, I always sang the ABCs. She really liked it. She took comfort in it. And so it was something I sang to her all the time. And when she was about 18 months old, she could start blabbing her ABCs, just kind of like little baby voice. They can barely make their sounds, but it's adorable. And then that was the first time I really realized, they learn more than you think they do when, I wasn't trying to teach her anything at all. I just knew she liked the song. So, I always sang the ABCs. There are so many songs on like YouTube that you can find on Pinterest. We sing a song about the days of the week. We sing a song about the months of the year. I'm sure there's many other songs we could sing. I've seen songs about colors, shapes, different things like that. There are so many resources out there that you can find to teach them all these basic, simple little things. And it's all done in a very fun way, and you can do it wherever you are. Plus, it's free because you can find all of these resources online. I have a lot of things like that pinned on my Pinterest board, which I will link down below. So just click the little down arrow under this video and you'll be able to find a lot of the things that I mentioned today. Another thing I did as they were growing up is we used this app called Endless Alphabet. So you have little monsters and little letters, and the monsters run through and scatter your letters around, and then you have to drag the letters back into the right space. So, the S, it makes the s sound for S, and it says S as you get it put in its little space. Endless ABCs, or endless alphabet, endless numbers. They have endless Spanish. I was just looking at it today, so I downloaded that. It has gotten more popular in recent years because before it was like $4.99 to get the full pack, and now it's about $8.99. They even have a pack that's like the alphabet, endless reader, endless numbers. And there's one other, I think, for like $60, which, that's a lot of money. But to me, that was one of those things that I utilized quite often. So really, the main things that I did with Lailah as she was growing up is I did some apps like that and ABC Mouse. That's something that's been well worth it for us from year to year. It's all learning through games. They do so well at this age, just learning through games. Well, even Izzy's age, even at 6, but she has the attention span. She can sit down for a longer period of time and actually do worksheets and things like that. Lailah, we're still working into that, and I just had to try to find things that keep her busy, keep her entertained, but she's also learning while Izzy's doing her learning as well. Something I found the other day, which I have on my Pinterest board as well, Homeschool Ideas for Toddlers, is this. It's called My Morning Work. So it has the numbers 1 through 10, and the toddlers, they take a little dry erase marker and they start tracing their numbers. And then I did her name in dotted lines so she could trace her name as well. And I laminated it, but you could put it in a sheet protector just as easy. And it's just something to keep her busy. She's been enjoying it so far, so that's kind of getting her transitioned into having worksheets to do. There are so many little workbooks that you can get at Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Dollar Store. Anywhere you go, they're going to have little workbooks for kids. Coloring books, activity books. You know, it's really up to you on how much you want to do, but honestly, there's nothing you really have to buy. It's really in how intentional you are with your everyday life and how much you do with them and how much you talk to them and read to them. Again, I'm very relaxed with her at this age. I just don't find it that necessary. Again, a lot of the literature that I have read says you really do not need a formal education for your preschooler. Once Izzy was in kindergarten, then we started doing more curriculum-based work. But again, even at kindergarten, I don't think you would have to have a curriculum. You could find workbooks that do all the basic same things in store and do it a lot cheaper. And I utilize Pinterest like daily. If you've seen my board, I've got so many pins. It's ridiculous. I spend a lot of time there, but I'm adding stuff constantly, and I find so many neat ideas of like little busy bag projects to do. Just little worksheets I can print out, coloring sheets that I can print out. Another good resource that you can use is teacherspayteachers.com. There are some free downloadable worksheets. They have a section for preschoolers. So they also have some that are a couple dollars up to $20. It just depends on what you're looking at. Again, I don't think it's necessary to buy a lot whenever they're, 4 and under. But if that's something you like to do, that's another place you can check out. The main thing I want to leave you with is just being intentional. That was the biggest thing for me, is making everyday parts of our life that, could be just very normal and basic, and turning it into a teachable moment. And just realizing when those opportunities are there. I know it doesn't seem like a lot to do at this age, but really, you don't need to do a lot at this age. You just need to be there with them and spending time with them and reading to them, singing to them, playing with them. Kids learn the best through play and games. I hope this video was helpful. I hope to see you again. Bye!